EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they got look for him for this one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 94 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30, he'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 30.
Back to throw. Harris. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Harris. And it is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early. And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one out to the 35.
Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Daniels. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Torres. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
At the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Texans, first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down at the 25. From the 25, here's second down and 8.
To throw is Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Skirts by at the 15. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's another Texans first down. First and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that level, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's good for our Bengals.
Off play action. Harris. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Harris. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Coleman, the man in motion right. Daniels looking to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Harris now throwing on 4th down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Harris. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll keep it himself. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Back to throw. Harris. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. Now they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati set to take over once again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Harris off the play fake. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Houston.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. It's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Texans send the punter out, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Here's Harris, throwing to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Harris. And incomplete on a deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. This is Coleman with the ground. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. What a way to kick off what should be a pivotal week of football ahead, so here we go. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Rams at home to take on the Falcons. And here is the running back. You want one for the highlight reel? Here's one for the highlight reel. He is gone. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Cleveland Browns. And here's the Steelers running back. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a 7-yard rushing touchdown. The Steelers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Eagles. And this is the man quarterbacking the G-Men. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Giants are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
second down at the 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
Back to throw. Harris. Able to find his man Chase complete. Third down and 1.
Jamar Chase. A pickup of 23 yards. It's now third.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on third and 1.
At the 36-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Operating from the gun. Harris. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Harris. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 42-yard line, here's the second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Off play action. Harris. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Texans first down. A gain of 22 yards.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
It's second and
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Man over the middle, and it's complete.
19 yards.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans first down.
to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Back to throw. Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Harris. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Keon Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Harris. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bengals 31. Texans
Pretty clean and simple
21.
there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
Throwing now is Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Daniels going to throw for it. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 94 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
30-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Texans 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A beautiful fake. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This one complete to Coleman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
And the Texans 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A gain of 27 more yards. That's another Texans 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Harris. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Harris. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 16-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Spinning away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense and Keon Coleman set to take over once again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And 9 yards to go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Texans.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes.
It's a gain of 20. And the Texans first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Cincinnati, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first two home games. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.